But whom say ye that I am? And I've come to ask you today, do you know who Jesus is? Peter's response is of great importance to the building of the church. He said, I know who you are. Jesus, I know who you are. Why don't you do me a favor and help me preach here? Look at your neighbor and say, do you know him? You got the wrong neighbor. Look at another neighbor and say, neighbor, do you know him? Peter said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. You are God who came in the flesh. Jesus commended and sanctioned what Peter confessed by saying, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father has supernaturally revealed this to you. Then Jesus indicated to Peter and to all of us who follow him the whole purpose for which we're here. We are called to be a witness for the Lord. I'm going to my seat now, but I came by to tell somebody it is upon this witness of who Jesus is that the church is being built, and upon this rock, upon this confession, upon this witness of who Jesus is, Jesus declares, I will build my church. Grab your neighbor by the hand and pull on them and push them. You ain't pulling on nobody. Grab your neighbor and pull on them and push them and say, neighbor, I know who he is. He is the one that picked me up. He is the one that turned me around. He is the one that placed my feet on solid ground. And so I came by to tell you right here at this church that it's not good enough to have this beautiful place, but you got to know that you have a right to proclaim who Jesus is. And I came out to tell you that the church will prevail. Look at somebody and say, the church will prevail. That's why the church could go through the fire and the fire wouldn't burn it. The church could go through the water and the water wouldn't drown it. The church went in the lion's den and the lion wouldn't taste it. The church was locked in prison, but the prison couldn't hold it. It went in the belly of a fish, but the fish couldn't digest it. Look at somebody and say, if God be for us, who can be against us? I came by to tell somebody that it ain't no stopping us now. The liar can't stop us. The backbiter won't stop us. The schemers can't stop us, because we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Tell your neighbor, I'm ready to go into the next move. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can win a soul. I can reach my goal because favor is all over me. Grab your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, ain't no stopping us now. Come on, you got the wrong neighbor. Grab your neighbor and say, neighbor, ain't no stopping us now. The lion can't eat me. The bear can't maul me. The giant can't slay me. But Jesus said, Upon this rock I'll build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. I'm leaning and depending on what Jesus said. Tell somebody, ain't no stopping us now. Tell somebody else, ain't no stopping us now. Tell somebody else, ain't no stopping us now. I got it. I got power to turn the world upside down. I got power. Is there anybody here that realize you got power? Then lay your hand on somebody and say, neighbor, be healed, be delivered, and be set free, and whatsoever you loose on earth, Jesus said, I'll back you up in there. And whatsoever you bind on earth, I'll back you up in heaven. Touch somebody and say, be free. Hey, you got the wrong person. Y'all excuse me here. I feel my help coming. Tell somebody, be free. I got a feeling that the community is going to change. I got a feeling that my family's going to be saved. I got a feeling that my finances are going to be changed. Get ready, get ready. Haven't seen, ears haven't heard, neither hath it entered into the hearts of men. Touch 3 people and say, good thing, good thing. Well, come on, somebody give God praise. Come on, just touch somebody and tell them good things, good things, good things, good things. Good things, good things. Let's praise God for our leader. Come on, give God praise. Yeah. Find somebody, say good things. Real good things is on the way. Good things, good things. Hey. Find someone, catch them by both their hands. Find somebody, catch them by both their hands. Find somebody.